after having this for, I think, about a week now. Like, I've watched reviews because I wanted to see what other people's opinions were, obviously, and I also wanted to see how it lasts over time. So far, from what I could see in reviews, a lot of people ended up having to cut their wig short, and I was kind of wondering why. I didn't know if it was just they screwed up dyeing the hair, or if it was too processed, or really what the situation was. After having it for about 3 days, I started to notice that it was getting incredibly frizzy at the bottom. I can't necessarily blame them for it. I mean, they kind of should treat the hair, not my responsibility, but I went to go and treat it with Olaplex anyways. And the Olaplex definitely helped with the ends. They're not necessarily as, like, matted. They're now, I guess, more silky, but it still does look a little bit frizzy because the hair is so processed. Most extensions, like 80% of them, I'm guessing, at least 90 around there, who the hell knows, but a good percent of them are all starting out as brown or black hair, so they have to be processed and bleached, and that on its own is a lot for the hair. So then it either gets shorter or it gets more damaged, and you can't necessarily keep a control on that when everybody's hair is different. But I'll probably have to give it another treatment in a couple days. I'm hoping that it will completely help it compared to this. I'm hoping the Olaplex will help it more. If you look at this photo, I did end up treating it a little bit. Like, I treated it, left the Olaplex in for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I know the bottle says to leave it in for 10, but the hair is so processed and it really needs a good treatment. And that was also with diluting it a little bit because I'm mixing the eyebrow colors with it. Because I don't know if the Olaplex necessarily takes out the colors, but it's got some oils in it and stuff. It's got vitamins that soak into the hair, and doing that can take out some of the color. Since I was doing it more to the ends, I just wanted to make sure that whatever areas necessarily that I did apply Olaplex to were also applying color, so it wasn't making it fade. And it pretty much stayed the same color. It's a little bit more silver, I think. I can't even tell, to be honest, because silver is one of those colors where it looks different in different lighting. It's always a different color every other week. It's a complicated color to keep unless you are like 80. But I'm very much enjoying it. I like the wig a little bit over extensions just because I don't have to worry about styling it every day. My hair starts to get curly, and like if I don't straighten it every few days or so, it starts to get more and more curly and turn back to its natural state, which is like extremely wavy, not necessarily curly. It's a mess. So the wig is handy since whatever the hell I don't want to wear it, I just take it off and stick it on a mannequin head. It's always straight, it's always styled. I can style it before I put it on so I know if I'm parting it properly, because it's really difficult when you don't have a mirror. Sometimes you want to part your hair directly down the middle, and then you're like looking in the same mirror, turning your head like 50,000 times, and it's like, did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? Walk up to ask somebody, and it's like, no, you didn't do it. Pretty good for if you just, like I said, are lazy. And also if you just don't want to change colors. I'm trying to grow my hair out, so right now I'm using a lot of keratin oil and just trying to not wear as much clipped into my hair so that it's not pulling. My hair has grown a fair bit. I do like extensions for days when I do want a more natural. Extensions versus wigs is that extensions are almost the same like weight as some of these wigs, and that's what throws me off. But since I've been using the wigs, I'm kind of noticing a complete difference, obviously, because a lot of wigs are full lace, or lace frontals, a good portion of it's lace because you want to be able to tie it up and do things and stuff. I kind of dyed a little bit of the lace, I think, so it's a little screwy right now. It'll wash out when I try and give it another wash. But the thing is everybody wants to be able to do all that stuff. Especially if you want to try and practice doing braids and all that kind of thing. It's great to practice on a wig. And it's a lot easier to see and do everything. But if you're using a full lace wig as opposed to one that's got left and lefts, because they're not all sewn together into this fine little fabric looking piece. It's all separated. All the hairs are knotted through lace, which is a very fine netting. In my experience, I can't wear wig caps, even though I have even though I have a head that's the size of a child. I somehow manage to get migraines when I'm wearing wig caps. And I'm not saying migraine like, oh, I'm getting a migraine. No, I mean, I'm getting a pulsating headache. I'm feeling dizzy. I feel like puking. I just can't stand up. I can't look at light. I can't handle anything. So I obviously have to take the damn thing off. And I know that there's some custom sized ones and stuff. I'll probably have to look into that soon. But for now, I mean, these things already have the breadths in them. Or I'm not sure exactly what the term is for these clips. But they have clips in them, so it holds my hair back. And it's not terrible when I'm doing things like this. Since I have roots in the wig, I also have roots in my hair. And then ta-da! Oh shit. Okay. Oh, you want to pull on my hair? Well, screw you. I'm going away.